Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from Germany.
So steht das Ziel für den Koffer fest. Auf Düsseldorf.
Findest du nicht, das ist fast viel?
Trojanische Pferd. Richtig Antwort. Genau. So ist es. Maria. Wie bezeichnet man jemanden, der bei einem Laufwettbewerb innerhalb des Zeitlimits das Ziel erreicht? Keeper, Finisher, Quitter.
Heute sind die hier verbreiteten Seehunde und Kegelrobben vor allem eins: Touristenattraktion. Die Belgierin Sophie Passeur ist die Robbenexpertin von Tessen. Experte ist fast so untertrieben, denn Sophie kennt hier nahezu jede einzelne Robbe.
Gut. Einfach so? Ja. Ja. Sagen.
Teddy,
Only carry sporadically, only because
was machst du da? Today is Saturday, the 22nd, I believe, of August 2026, and I am in the company of my cat Teddy. I don't know if you can hear him purring, but he feels quite cozy and I feel cozy too. Today I have for you one finished object, one work in progress, and a planned one, and an oldie but goldie. So let's begin with my finished object. In fact, I can't even remember if I've already showed it to you last time as a finished object or as a work in progress. I know I should have checked before I came here, but it's been a while, so let's pretend this is a new project for you. Well, I know it's not a really new project for you, but it's a finished one now. This is a basket weave technique in crochet. Let me take it off so that you can see it properly. And I've started at the bottom center. I worked my way left, right, left, right, left, right, and well, started from here, and then I made my rows on, and I turned around, worked on it. Both sides look the same in that it's a basket weave technique, but it's obviously that you use front post, back post stitch. So what's looking here as a back post or as one level behind. It's actually the one which is in the front on the other side. And it's a half crescent shaped shawl. It might look a little bit gray to you, but to me it's a grayish purple, and there are tiny little shiny flowers in it. Maybe you can see it better like this. That's because I held 2 strands of yarn together. I will put the name of the yarns up here. The other one was Rico Rumi, I believe, and it's been Make It Blümchen. They have different shiny yarns, which you can buy for something like €3, and it lasted for the whole shawl. In fact, I still have something left over. So that's the shawl. I will put it back here to let Teddy look over it and guard it. What else can I show you? That's my finished object. I have now, I've lied. I've actually got 2 works in progress here. I think both patterns I've already talked about before. Let's talk about this one here first. This is the In Circle, a free pattern, or it was free. I think it's still free. You can get it on the Expression Fiber Arts website for free. You just have to log in and, well, you have to register, you have to log in. You can get it for €0, $0, and then they send it to your email inbox. I haven't bought the yarn which you can get from Chandi. The website is www.expressionfiberarts.com, and that's the American way of spelling fiber, not B-R-E-B-E-R. It says here, found family doesn't always look the way we expect. Sometimes it arrives in pieces from different directions, in colors we never thought to put together, and somehow it becomes exactly right. Gold runs through this blanket like magic, reminding us that we are both the center of our own story and held within something greater. Worked in 16 squares, each of which starts at the center and expands outward to meet the others. This design is meditative, rhythmic, and deeply satisfying to assemble into something whole. This blanket is for those who have found where they belong, and for the ones still searching. May it encircle you like the community you deserve. So it's celebrating the community of crochet and knitting. And you're also reading a book which has a witch as the main character. I must admit I haven't read it yet. The whole pattern is 29 rows, and then you assemble the squares which you the panels which you've created. And you are holding 2 yarns together the whole time to create the fabric. I'm using Holst yarn. So I've started with writing down the colors from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So it's from A to K, you have the amount of colors you need. And I replaced the colors from Expression Fiber Arts with those which I got from Holst yarn. So I wrote it down, what I'm using. And my colors are... color A is Sapphire, color B is Elderberry, color C is Sweet Pea, color D is, Cranberry, color E is Thistledown, color F is Cinnamon, color G is Goldcrest, color H is Truffle. Can't read my writing. I think it's Truffle. and color I is verbena, and color J is space, and color K is tobacco. And I am supposed to start with 4 holding color F and G together. So I've made these 4. That's, for me, that's holding cinnamon together with F and G. G is gold crest. So I'm holding cinnamon and gold crest together, and that makes that lovely warm brown color, like a sprinkle of cinnamon on your cinnamon buns. And then I've made 3 just with color A, holding double color A. Color A for me is sapphire. And I'm supposed to make 3, but 4 times 3. So I've made 12 in the color sapphire, holding double the strand of yarn from Holstgarn. So that's my beginning of the end circle blanket. It was fun, it was easy to do. There is a video to show you how to do the whole square on the website of Expression Fiber Arts. So she's holding your hand all the way through. Now, that's my current state of this project. I will show you now my second project, which is the Amberwood, also a blanket. And I have to take off the teddy hair, which has been interwoven with this project, so it seems. This is the current state of my Amberwood blanket. It's a little bit, the sun is odd. I don't know why it looks like this, like a bit dreamy. We will have to work with this, what we've got. So I have shown you this part, and since then I have added the leaves here, which are curling up. I think I might do some, what's it called? When you take a needle and you stab the wool so that it sticks together. I had blocked it and it looked all neat and tidy. But now it's doesn't want to stay where it is. So I might have to needle felt it a little bit. But I'm not there yet anyway. So now I'm working on this section here. I have made this, and this. I still have to add some leaves on the corners, although I'm tempted to not to do them, but the pattern says I should, so I suppose I have to. And then there will be some surface crochet here and some more leaves and flowers, or I will connect this flower with this flower and there will be leaves in between. And then I will have to weave in some extra here, some extra embellishments up here where the puff stitches are, and so on and so on. So I will show it to you next time. This is where I am at the moment. Also using Holstgarn. I am seriously making a dent in my Holstgarn stash. And that's despite that of having bought more colors for my blanket. But yeah. I had woven in all the ends in the center, but I haven't done so yet for what I've added since I've last blocked it. It will be a task for a TV evening, I suppose. I don't know why this is necessary to make it like this. I think you could have just made the rounds and then added the flowers and these embellishments as on top, like sewing them on, but she wants to make it modular, so whatever. This is how far I've come. What else? Oh yes, I've got a plan, because I still have some musical boxes. Let me show you what I've done before. So before I've done this from La Lila Land. Is a sweat for movie or a sweat for crochet designer? I will put her name up here. So this was a kit to make a barn owl. And inside the barn owl, I put a music box. This is a little mouse. And if you pull the mouse, then there will be a Hedwig's theme. So what I thought I would make is either another one of these using the pattern which I still got and using yarn from stash and putting in a different melody so that this little one will have a sister or brother owl. And yeah, or I could also imagine making another one of these here. These are pumpkins. And it was a free pattern. I will look it up and I will put the name up here. These are made in cotton, but they wouldn't hold the weight of a music box. But if I use a different pumpkin, crochet pumpkin design, I would be able, or I could imagine using this as a head and then adding like a dress and to hide, to make it like a pumpkin girl or pumpkin boy. And then inside the dress there will be space for the music box. I've got lots of music boxes. I've got one for Game of Thrones, which I am keen to use. So maybe I will do that. Although if I use Game of Thrones, I should maybe make a dragon and put it inside a dragon. But from aesthetics, I would actually like a pumpkin or an owl, another owl. We will see. So this is a kind of autumn project, which is on the horizon. Are you making crochet pumpkins? I actually have a free crochet pumpkin pattern on Ravelry. It's the Magic God or GOURD pattern, and you can download it for free. It has a bit of a braiding technique. So if you're into that, you might want to have a look. But there's also another project which I am keen on starting. At the moment, you can't see it, but believe me, there is a big puzzle behind me on my table. And it's the puzzle with that witchy cottage in the forest. And I've started it and I'm enjoying it so much. It really calms me down. Usually I'm not into puzzle because you have it occupying your table forever. But this one, it's actually nice. But it does occupy my table and I can't start my sewing project, my applique sewing project, which is a wall hanging, like a quilt. And I intend to make it harvest / Halloween / fall or autumn vibey. Someone is getting up. Teddy. Ja. Ja. Sag hallo. Hallo. Siehst du dich selber? As I was saying, let me show you the fabric which I've got for my new wall hanging project. So at the beginning I want to show you a little panel which already has some country style motifs for it. I won't be using all of it, but it has, what I probably will use is the pig there, maybe the apple, and I might use that, well, definitely the sheep, and also the beehive. Yeah, and there's a tree. Where is the tree? Can you see the tree there? I will be using that one. So yeah, that's some of the motifs which I will use. I do have some orange velvet fabric which I will use for a pumpkin, and also some black which I will use for birds. I'm not sure if it will be crows or if it will be blackbirds. And then I've got plenty of more. He wants to have a little snack. So this one will be for the pumpkin leaves. This will be the part of another pumpkin. This is just nice. It might become part of a house. It's a little purple. Again, pumpkin vibes. This will be the wing of a bird. This is beautiful. I think this might become like a border around it or a divider. Then we've got this here. And this, it's yellow with some colorful sprinkles. Then we've got these greens with blackbirds. More green. Well, these here are actually for a different wall hanging project, more for a vase with flowers. That's a different thing entirely. But this is still fabric which I've got when I was in the Alps, so I might use this. It's a little bit brownish, darkish, gloomy, not so cheerful. And of course this is orange black, screams Halloween, so maybe there will be a little witch. This fabric here, which is also very much in the same vibe, and in fact it also has the same blackbird fabric down here. There, I hope it focuses for you. Really nice. I like that a lot. And then I've ordered some squares. They're all the same. I've got 12 of these squares, which look really nice as well. Like with this fabric, for instance. Well, with all the fabric. I haven't yet made up my mind what I will use and what I won't, but it will all look nice together, I believe. Na Schatz, Teddy is back. Yeah, so, oh, and I got a little bit of a gift from the person who sold me the squares. I might use the hair. I'm not sure yet. So these are the fabrics which are incoming. Now Teddy is playing with his little monkey toy, Stuffy. Let me show you. I don't know if he was in focus, but yeah. And these are my massive plants, and I don't know about you, but I'm getting in the mood for autumn. I feel the autumn vibes, and I'm really enjoying it because autumn is my favorite season. P.S. This is the book which we are reading for the Encircle project. Well, once I've started. The reason why I haven't started is because I have been writing my own books. Yes, even plural. So I've had this idea for a while, and I must say that I'm using ChatGPT to put my ideas together. Teddy, was machst du da? Teddy! He's now on my pile of crochet blankets. He likes to push them down on the floor and then to hide underneath. He almost managed. Now he wants me to push it down. As if I would do that. As I was saying. So my first book is called He's Back on It. Wait a second. As I was saying, my first book is called The Paris Connection. This is the first print, and it's for me to read through and to correct what doesn't make sense anymore. You see, you write something in chapter 1, and then in chapter 8 you write something which contradicts you. It has 139 pages, and I've described what I want my characters to look like and how they should be, and then the program created graphics for me for my book. So these are my main characters. And well, two of those, the woman and one of the men, are meeting by chance on a train from London to Paris. She's German and she is... He's back on it! So, the woman and one of the men are meeting on the train from London to Paris. And they are both more or less studying the same subject. She is studying history, and he is an archaeologist specialized on Roman history. There's chemistry between the two of them, and they are talking about his current project. He is researching, and he's about to meet his best friend Michael in Paris, and then they're going to move on to Freiburg, and they invite a woman, her name is Jennifer. They invite her to join them on this archaeology mission, adventure. So they are now investigating together, and it does become clear though that they are being followed, or to be more precise, Jennifer is being followed by an unknown man, and they want to steal her notes. And yeah, so this is developing into a crime slash romance novel type of thing. There are also I've made the program create illustrations for each chapter. This is the scene where they meet at the train station in Paris. And yeah, this is the two guys planning their next step. They travel to Freiburg and beyond to find some Roman ruins, and what can I say? It was really fun. It might not turn out at the end how you think when you start reading the book. There's an epilogue where 2 of the 3 are together. And then in this epilogue is a teaser for the second book. In the second book, it's called The Bronze Wolf. And I also have to reread the story. This is even longer. And it's... the first one was 139 pages. This one is a whopping 321 pages, including maps. It plays in Italy, in Sardinia and Corsica. Or Corsica is not Italy, but yeah, it's playing there. And there is a love interest, a new love interest. And there's lots of diving involved to a sunken ship, a Roman sunken ship. And things might not be as they seem to be at the beginning again. And yeah, we have a new character in the story, and she is Stefania Ferragosto. She is the group leader of this scientific mission. And she's quite loud and, yeah, difficult, maybe. And we still have the same 3 characters of the first book. I actually enjoyed this even more. I've asked ChatGPT, and I'm I don't want to use AI and use artificial intelligence where your fantasy should be used, and also I'm aware of problems regarding energy, and I also see problems with like using it. There are lots of mistakes. In one picture, one of the guys didn't have any feet. They were somehow, it looked like he had sunk into the floor. So you have to pay attention to these kind of details. Yeah, so there's a long story about Amphos, sunken ship, diving, danger, love, although a difficult one, and lots of sarcasm and spicy dialogues. And yeah, I'm thinking, should this be as spicy as the Bridgerton novels when I still have to add something to it? Because one of the things which AI actually isn't doing, or ChatGPT, is to write like sex scenes. Not that I want them in my books, but if it's a romance, then you want them to react to each other. So I don't know. And if I write these books, I need people to read them for me so that they can pick up on mistakes and errors. And I was thinking about asking some of you, or all of you, I ask all of you, but maybe some of you would like to read that. And then again, I would be totally ashamed to write scenes of an intimate kind. And then you read them and you think, oh God, this is the imagination of Claudia. God. Nevertheless, I've already written book number 3, which is centered in South Africa, Cape Town, and further along, mountains and birds. This is a bird watching story. I asked ChatGPT to add footnotes to all places, animals, and specific plants mentioned in the books. Yeah, and 2 of them might get closer than they thought they ever would get. So again, a love story as well. And I took the freedom to add an epilogue right at the end, where it is a little bit more spicy. Again, I'm not prepared to show that to you. I don't know why I write the books if I don't want to show them to anyone. I'm just telling you about them, so maybe you're bored by now. But it's a project which took a lot of my time recently, so that's why my crochet is a little bit on the waiting line, but it's still there. So yeah, without further ado, oh, I almost forgot. Look, in my book, as a bookmarker, so that I don't forget to tell you, there's a card from Ulrike. You don't know Ulrike. I don't know actually Ulrike, but I bought something from Ulrike, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a little video at the end of this video. A video after the video. So, yeah, she gave this greeting card for free. She is a cross stitcher, and I bought something from her, which I'm going to show you right at the end of this video. So again, let me wish you a wonderful weekend, a wonderful start into the week if you're watching this later, and I will see you soon again. Enjoy the beginning of autumn. Get your lattes, your pumpkin spice out. Ah, lovely. And we can finally wear our sweaters again. Not going to say it. Bye-bye. Zufrieden.